Avi Mayer's Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Set us up on the web at www.ntnm.org, community policing, PAPS24.org. If you're watching this on TV and you want to participate in Jewish Chicago, you better contact me like immediately because we're about to go to press. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can still probably contact me, but we will be out on the streets for the start of early voting. And we've been doing a lot of concentration this particular time on the 12th Sub-Circuit, not just from a Jewish standpoint, although this isn't specifically a Jewish show, although I am publisher of Jewish Chicago, so it combines. The 12th Sub-Circuit is the largest growing Jewish area from what I can see, and where I've had to increase circulation repeatedly every election around for the last few years. So we have a candidate from the 12th Sub-Circuit, and it is my pleasure, and thank you to Sean Tunner for bringing us to our attention. Janet Mahoney, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Real good, thank you. And why don't you tell us where the 12th Sub-Circuit is?
The 12th Sub-Circuit is the northern suburbs of Cook County. It is primarily a large part of Glenview, Northbrook, Glencoe, Winnetka, Kenilworth, Arlington Heights, Prospect Heights, Mount Prospect, Elk Grove Village. And I'm running for in the Judge Mahoney vacancy in the 12th Judicial Sub-Circuit.
And you're running as a Democrat.
And I'm running as a Democrat also.
There actually are some Republicans out there, believe it or not.
Yes, there are. There are.
They're rare creatures in this county, but they do exist.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yes. I've been an assistant state's attorney for 28 years. I have worked primarily in their appellate division. I've handled personally over 280 cases in the Illinois Appellate Court and Illinois Supreme Court combined. I've had over 80 arguments. I supervise young attorneys in the office, and I've assisted in over 100 briefs in those courts also. I've followed some of my cases to the Federal District Court and into the 7th Circuit in the United States Supreme Court, although I've never argued in the United States Supreme Court. I would like to someday, but that hasn't happened. I've done some work in the Prisoner Review Board and on clemency petitions, so I've handled a wide variety of the different areas for the criminal cases in Cook County.
And any particular courthouse you work out of?
Well, since I'm doing the appellate work, I do my work in the Illinois Appellate Court and in the Illinois Supreme Court. That is where I'll do my arguing, but my actual office is in the Daly Center, which is really kind of nice.
Okay, no, it definitely beats 26th and Cal and Maywood and the far south suburbs and a number of other places. Although you could have been in the 12th Sub-Circuit out in Arlington.
I could have been, but it's kind of nice to look over the Picasso out on the Daly Center Plaza.
Oh, I won't disagree with you. I actually did get called for jury duty one time, and I spent we had a 3-hour break for lunch, so I went over to Arlington Park. Oh. I didn't drink lunch there, but there's nothing to do around there. You're right; it's a lot more interesting downtown. I went over to Millennium Park. I looked at the Bean. I looked at tourists making idiots out of themselves, and it was much more interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting. It's a lot of fun to be down there.
No, it really is. So, excuse me. What about your school background? Are you originally from Chicago?
I am. I grew up in the western suburbs. I'm from a large family. I'm number 8 of 9.
Cool.
I went to Marquette University and graduated in 1984 with a degree in economics, and then I went to Loyola University for law school and graduated from law school in 1987.
Very good. Marquette, by the way, used to be my favorite basketball team when Al McGuire was over there.
Well, you know what? They're getting better. They're actually getting better. They have a young freshman. I want to say phenom, but he's not quite there yet.
No,
but
he
is getting there.
If he goes in the NBA draft this year, he'll be a top 10 pick.
Yeah, well, I hope he waits a little bit longer so we get some good years out of him.
Yeah, that's one of the things I miss about. I really like it when these guys play longer.
I do too.
It's a lot more fun. So in the meantime, you've got to let people know, know that you're campaigning, and there are strict rules for how judges can campaign. And let me also let people know that it is so important to vote for judges. So many people don't vote for judge. First of all, let me urge you to go to the bottom of the ballot first. 20% of people who vote don't even vote in the judicial races. So go to the bottom of the ballot first. As a matter of fact, in her case, you're going to find her race right all the way at the end. Mm-hmm. And, you can make your vote in that race and the other judicial races first. And then you can get afterwards to the non-important offices like president and all the rest of it. So, but a judge can affect your home, your livelihood, your freedom, your money, everything.
Yes.
It's really important stuff. So do you speak around the community? I mean, how do you get the word out about you?
Well, first of all, I started out with getting the signatures, which was a really interesting event in my life. It was a little hard at the beginning to go out to the train stations and ask people to sign your petition so you could get your name on the ballot. And after a while, I realized these are really meaningful interactions with people where they get to know you a little bit. Some people wouldn't sign unless it was a candidate, and I'm starting to agree with that. It's nice that they meet you and they know who they're signing for, and that they'll vote for you when the time comes and get to the bottom of the ballot and vote for me when I'm down there instead of just stopping at the top. So I really like that part of it. And then, of course, using your friends and family and spreading out over the whole judicial sub-circuit.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of action there this year. There's no question about it. I assume you have a website?
I do. It will be going up either tomorrow or the next day, and it's
by the way, that means by the time people see this, it will be up.
Oh, absolutely. You're right.
Yeah, I can't magically put this on YouTube as we speak.
I forgot about that. But it will be www.janetmahoney.com, and it will be live by the time you see this.
Real good. So I want to urge all of you to vote early and vote often on Election Day. And in the 12th Sub-Circuit, Janet Mahoney would very much like you to vote for her. And she's in one of there's 4 races in the 12th Sub-Circuit. They're quite rich that way. And I want to thank you very much for being here, and good luck in the election.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.